Hello, hello, hello. Hey friends, how are you doing? If you're watching the replay, thank you so much for checking this out. My name is Svava Brooks. I'm abuse survivor coach. Hey Tina. And if you're over here on Periscope, I'm sorry, I'm in broadcast mode only over here. I'm running the live stream and chat over on YouTube. It's too big of a job to be running 2 live streams and chats at the same time. So I'm sorry about that. But if you want to join us, please come on over to YouTube and you can search for the name of the channel by the name of the book, Releasing Your Authentic Self, or search by my name, Svava Brooks, and you will find us. We'd love to have you. But I appreciate you being here and watching. Hey, friends. And of course, I appreciate all the thumbs ups. Or the heart. So thank you, thank you, thank you. But what else are we up to here as this abuse survivor coach? I am here with my fellow survivor thrivers on the journey as we are working through my book, one day, one page at a time. And we do that in a community on Facebook as well, where I post the page of the day. And then we support each other by sharing, right, the journal entry, sharing our struggles, but also sharing our breakthroughs, right? Healing after child abuse and trauma is hard enough. Trauma tends to isolate us, right? Trauma disconnects us. Hey, friend. So finding a safe place of like-minded souls is a recipe for success. It makes the journey easier, and it makes it easier on the heart for sure. So I hope you come over and check us out. And if this information supports you and your heart and your journey, please send me a note. I'd love to hear about it. And feel free also to share with any other survivors that you think might benefit from our conversation. Hey, friends. How are you doing today? Hey, Rob. Hey, Sue. It feels like since forever. Oh, thank you, Rob. Oh my gosh. You are such a sweetie. You make my heart sing. Just that warmed my heart. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And are we counting down or what? Some of you are going to be traveling to Texas as early as, right, this coming weekend. We're going to be together in, on the 26th, all of us, maybe the 25th even, right? It's going to be so exciting. We are coming together for our very first retreat. Whew, am I excited? Can I feel butterflies in my chest? Rob says he is packed and ready to go. Yes, Sue, I'll be nearly there in weeks' time. I know Nora and I are doing Marco Polo. If you guys are familiar with it, there she is, right? She's gearing up for a fishing trip with Rob. And Nora and I are playing tag as we are going back and forth, handling all the details. So we are so excited. So it's going to be fun, fun, fun. And I keep reminding myself, just being together. Oh my God, what a journey this has been. People, all of us coming together from all over the world, finally in one place. And there's going to be some new people joining us. They have no idea what they're getting themselves into, but I know we are going to welcome them, and they're going to feel celebrated and honored and going to feel inspired and hopeful about their healing journey, right? Goosebumps. Yes, right? As they, I know, will walk away with some gifts from being in our space, right? And see that they too have everything that they need to heal and restore, even when life gets hard, right? I know, can't believe it's here. Actually, I got piles going right now. I told my husband my dining room table is going to be a mess for a week because I'm putting things in piles that I'm organizing for my trip. And I'm just so excited when I think of things to bring and what I'm going to do and what we're going to do together. So anyways, can you guys tell I'm excited? I am just tickled. So, all right. Are we ready to do the work today? Today, it was such a beautiful, I know, me excited. I don't know who is more excited. But today's work in our book was so heartfelt. I loved it, right? This is a little different. It's a little different than what we usually do. So this was really, really special. So let me set up our chat for today. And I'm going to just touch upon 2 paragraphs. Hey, is Lori here? Yes, Lori. She just wrote a whole chapter describing her love and what she sees and the best she sees in the people in the group. And it was just, yeah, her post was just magical, really. Yep, made my heart sing for sure. So today was notice the beauty in other people. So many people, right, spend their days ranting, raving, criticizing, and complaining about what they don't like in other people. So be the change, my friends. Be the exception. Be from the norm. Be the change. Exactly. Be the change that you want to see in the world. And it's right, it's interesting that, you know, for so long, I didn't know that I could impact people in that positive way, because all I had inside of me was that I was broken. There was something wrong with me. No one cared. No one was interested. You know, I wasn't lovable or good enough or whatever, right? And you just see this negativity also mirrored back to you from all over. So I think I shared with you guys, it started with my journey to explore what kindness looked like, right? And I knew in my heart of hearts that one of my really big, deep core values was I knew I was a kind being. But I'm like, I was really wanting to live out of that. You know, what is that? How does that show up in my life? How do I know that I'm a kind person, right? And that's when I started like really seeking out, looking for, you know, ways to be there with people, just to see people for who they were instead of immediately judging or criticizing, but really choosing to look through the glasses of love or kindness. And it made a big difference. So the challenge today, be someone who isn't afraid to acknowledge the beauty of each person's gifts, of other people's gifts. So, and that's exactly what the world needs more of right now, right? People that are willing to see the light before dark, willing to love before we judge and criticize, right? Or even hate. Choose to see what's more, what we have in common, instead of what we have that's opposite. And the truth is, actually, our differences is actually what makes everything, makes a group, makes a country, makes a community beautiful, right? And we talk about the forest a lot. What makes a forest beautiful are the range and variety of trees and even the flowers, right? When you're out there right now, it's spring, all the blooms coming up. Isn't that what's the most beautiful piece? Is that we see different flowers blooming together. So anyways, that's me on my little rant here, right? But this is also a habit. Again, some of these habits start up for us as a protection mechanism, as a knee-jerk biological reaction to protecting ourselves, to defending ourselves, right? We expect the worst from people. We expect to be hurt by love, right? Because yes, perhaps that was our experience, but we don't recognize that we can actually step out of that cycle and start to make different choices. So make compassion and love your habit. Once you allow yourself to see the beauty first in people, you'll realize that it is everywhere, all around you in great abundance. It will bring light, love, and warmth into your heart and into your life. And we could all use more of that, right? So I'm going to lean in here. The 2 questions that we asked today, and if you are here and listening or watching, we would love to hear your answer. Please share with us if you feel called to and would like to. So the 2 questions: what is the beauty in the next person who crosses your path today, or maybe later? And in what way did you acknowledge the beauty of that person? So I'm really excited to share with you guys our journal entry here for today. You are going to be uplifted and inspired. So just hang in there. So let's see here. Rob said, Russell Brand was voicing what I was feeling as I started on that path. Really helped me realize I wasn't mad, and that love and compassion are the true path. Hey, Wanda. Hey, friend. I didn't write much. You can share. Thank you, Wanda. I hear you, Rob. I hear you, right? And don't get me started talking about love, right? I was, where was it? A couple of days ago. Where's my helper? Did you see him earlier, Nora? Just like 10 minutes ago, I was sitting down here setting up these different screens. I got 3 screens in front of me here. And my cat, Kevin, as I leaned forward, jumped up on my seat, and he was sitting right here, like looking up at me, purring. Of course, he wants food. So I was like, okay, he's my helper for today. But I had to shoo him out because he would not leave me alone. But he knows dinner is still an hour away. So I'm glad you saw that, Nora. Glad you saw that. So back to our topic here. So Lori shared with us in answering her 2 questions. What is the beauty in the next person who crosses your path today? And in what way did you acknowledge the beauty of that person? Think we are on the same page with loving. Yes, I could talk all day about that. Yes, we can. Yes, we can talk. That's right. I was telling you guys, I was talking about love a couple of days ago in a different group that I'm in. And yeah, I was like, yeah, love is my superpower. It is part of what makes me Wonder Woman. I own it. I embrace it because it's how I do the work that I do. It's like once I was able to connect to source, to me, love is God. When I am able just to calm down my nerves and get my head out of the way, I can sit in my meditation and just welcome it, welcome it, welcome it, love it in, let the love in, because that's the only way I can do my work. That's the only way I can hold the safe space for other people. Because all I see in you and in you and in you, I see love. I see love, but I see there's maybe a little disconnect from how loved you are, how amazing you are, how capable you are, right? Oh, Lori, you're so sweet. There you go. Love conquers all. It really does. Really does, right? And that's why also I like to simplify it, my friends, right? And I've shared with you 2 ways. If I need to check in with myself, because I'm responsible for the love I see and feel in my heart, in my body, and in my circle of influence, right? I do that by checking in with myself. And we're going to talk a little bit about self-compassion if you're like, well, how do you do that? Because in the beginning, I had no idea. What do you mean, right? My husband said, I can't feel your heart. Right? That was devastating. I knew I was here to learn to love, but how can I do that if the person I love the most doesn't feel my heart, my love? So I had to really go inside and reflect on, wait, am I rejecting love? Do I not feel worthy of love? Do I push love away? I don't trust it. I don't know what it feels like, sounds like, right? So if I feel tension in my body, or I'm defensive or judging or blaming or angry, chances are I'm protecting, I'm defending. Then I've closed my heart. I'm no longer curious about love. So even, and this, of course, work in progress, like everybody else walking on this planet, do my best to stay open, calm and relaxed and in my body, try to keep my heart open by being intentional, even breathing in and out through my heart. Want the people around me to feel that energy that intentionally I'm sending out and towards them, people around me, because when I stay open, then whatever happens out here, I'm curious. Wow, I wonder what's going on with that person, right? I wonder what's bothering them, why they're hurting, what happened to them. Because all I'm seeing is a reaction to hurt. And whether they are projecting or, dumping or resisting or some kind of struggle, I don't have to take it personally, right? Because that's what's going on with them. So to stay loving and grounded and open, we actually help and invite other people to step into that responsibility for themselves. Does that make sense? And when we know how to tap into love for us, there is so much that then overflows, and we have so much more to give. We have so much more to give to others. Because love, sharing love is the magnifier. It's like what multiplies. Because love is an exchange. It isn't something that you hold on to. So anyways, let's get back to here. Laura shared with us this beautiful, beautiful writing, her thoughts, how she sees and feels about the people in our group. So be ready. This was just magical. Lori shares, Svava, your heart blooms endlessly. Thank you. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate that. I hear it. I take it in. Thank you. I'm happy to hear that. Just like the flowers, especially right now. I'm so excited for our retreat. I can't wait to love on you guys. So stay focused, Svava. Wanda, Lori goes on, Wanda, your heart gives so generously to others. I secretly call you the mighty oak in my mind. That's so beautiful. You are the mighty oak, Wanda. I've called you that too. I think that's funny, but right, that's who you are for us, Wanda. Then she says, LD, you provide for me a fine example of a mama I wish I could have had. Agreed. You just have everybody here so accurately. So she says, Chris Ann, you are like a lighthouse in a raging sea, refusing to bend your standards, hope, and dreams. You inspire me to keep pushing forward. Yes, pushing forward, right? Moving forward. That's the hope. That's the hope. That's the hope. Let's see. She says, Raki, you can see through the red tape to the heart of the problem quicker than most. Yep, she can. Absolutely. We all see her do that often here, right? Then she says, Bobby, completely lovable and uniquely you, your fun, loving smiles weave us together like a thread does stitches. Just beautiful. Then she says, Donna, so clever with your wit and advice, a great sense of humor to boot. For your information, I am hooked on the talking dog videos. Right? That's wonderful. Those are dangerous once you start to look at those. I love the dog and cat videos. Someone here suggested. So she goes on to say, Sue, maybe it's the time difference and the fact that I'm a night shifter, but I know you are always there. You are the person that is awake when I am and touches the button when I need it the most. You are beautiful to me. I bet you didn't know that. Oh, so beautiful. And then she goes on, Nora, I love that she has decided to give her life to her God. A very beautiful dedication. Amen. Yes. Right, Sue? Right? You didn't. I know. I know. I want you each to write out what Lori said and put it up somewhere. When on those days that we need some extra validation, we can, like, if Lori says so, let me go on here. She says, Vicky, I am so sorry your grandma is traveling to heaven, but she above all knows how beautiful you, Vicky, have turned out in life. I get a real sense of honesty and realism from your speech and a super big heart for your loved ones. Aww. Lori, this was just magic. This was like channeling. You are like channeling everybody. You know this group well, my friend, because I was like nodding through all of this. And then she goes on and says, Sharon and Daisy and all of the others, because our group is growing, right? I want to know more of you. Sending my love. Whew. That was so beautiful. That was so beautiful. Lori, I don't know about you guys, that made my day. So made my day. So yes. So homework assignment for everybody, write out your piece. And like if Lori says so, and that's part of it, my friend. And actually that's part of what we're going to be doing this at the retreat. We're going to talk about the integration, right? How can we start to take in all these beautiful good things about us, right? It is our responsibility, right? And we're gonna talk about how to do that because we can. And hugging trees, We're gonna be talking to trees at least. There's gonna be some kind of exchange with the tree, I promise that. We are going to be having fun. Yes. And so much love to you, Wanda, right now. I'm glad that this message found you today, my friend, because you give so much love and support to all of us, to this group. And we wouldn't be going to Texas if it weren't for you, Wanda. None of this would be happening. So, right? You are that mighty tree and you are bringing all of us together. It started with a crazy idea, Wanda. So much love, so much love. All right, let's see here. There's lots of replies underneath, but I think the next share here is Rob. Yes. Rob, can I share yours, Rob? All the best ideas are crazy. That's it. You got it. You got it. They are. Or they were in the beginning. And then everybody's like, wait, why didn't we think of that? But how many people have been told they're crazy when they come up with an idea? So let's see here. Rob says, this post is one of my favorite. The ethos that is what I strive towards and use as a benchmark to filter all the information I allow into my brain and form my opinions in line with that. I could not care if you were a lord or homeless. You get treated with the same based on your actions. I had a real connection with the lady who exchanged my dollars today. She told me how many people had complained to her this morning, blaming her for the ATM not having the domination they wanted, being nasty because they had been stuck in traffic at their roadworks. Whew. I told her my maxim and noticed the 99 times you didn't get stuck in traffic or the 99 good events rather than focusing on the one negative experience. That is the bag you choose to carry with you and display, which dictates your outlook and interactions. Go looking for an argument. No doubt you will find one. There you go. Watch what you ask for. Try looking at the beauty of a fellow human just struggling to make sense of life. And you might end up chatting to a perfect stranger for 20 minutes like I did. Make a friend, or at least have positivity fueling your soul rather than the negativity which pollutes you and all around you. It's harder than it sounds, but I started by refusing to embrace negative rhetoric aimed at otherizing marginalized groups in society, especially those who have the least, and especially when they are blamed for our lack of jobs, money, prospects by those who have all the money and the power. If anyone uses fear of the unknown, then they have no real argument after that for me. It was simple to see the humanity in everything, and compassion steers my ship more often than not. That's beautiful, Rob. That is beautiful. This is like your manifesto, right? This is, like you said, what you strive towards and use as a benchmark. That's beautiful. And like you said, right, my friend, that it can be hard, and especially when we've been hurt a lot by people, by the world, right? Our body, our biology, our negativity bias, we are always scanning for safety. We are always scanning the horizon, right? Always checking out, making sure we're safe. I mean, that's what we're hardwired for. And especially with our training, meaning our trauma training. Our biology is like, okay, this is what happened then. Where is that going to happen again, right? So actually to turn this around, okay, I'm going to start to look for love, look for compassion, see the best in people, treat everybody the same. So it's possible. And each time we see that out here, we are really solidifying that inside of us. Rob says, have to keep working hard on it. It's easy to slip off course, but it's the lighthouse that I aim for to get back on course. Yes, right? And this is the power of your choices, right? Your choices. And remember, if we're not actively, mindfully in the present moment, making a choice for what we want, then we are automatically falling back to what we used to do, right? That, expecting the worst, judging, criticizing, whatever. So this calls to us taking responsibility, right? The power to create our reality. Yes. And yes, it feels very tiring if we think about 35,000 choices per day or so, and right, 90% of yesterday gets repeated today if we're just on that autopilot. And some of it is not bad, right? We've created some healthy habits. We've shifted out some of the not so healthy for better ones, right? But, and this is right, the good news. We can make a different choice. We can make, choose something different for ourselves. Change our perspective. It takes work. It takes intention. But I think, and I know you guys are just in this group seeing, sharing that, how it is impacting your lives. And we're seeing it, how it's impacting other people's. Life's hard, and I have to respect others' views too. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, right? That's the compassion piece, right? It's like if we were standing inside that person, if we could just see their life experiences and the choices they've had to make and all that, right? Their history and where they've been and what they've been through, we might be standing over there in those, with those choices too, those values, those beliefs. So respect, because we have no idea, right, what's going on. But no matter what, every being deserves respect and kindness, right? Everybody, period. I hear you, Nora. Exactly. Right? And if we react to the story, then we're defending something. If we react to a story, then there's something we are wanting to defend. There's something that we want to justify. There's something that we want to, right? So that's always my sign. If I find myself like, it's like, that's interesting. Why do I respond that way? What is it about what's being said that I'm attached to, or what am I making it mean, right? And what am I making it mean about me, or what am I making it mean about them? What if, there's just pure love here, and this is like this person's heart, the most important part to them. How can I listen with kindness and respect to that perspective? It's their life. I don't, right? It's not mine. So and remember, guys, my favorite story, right? We are all loved. You are loved, and so are they. It always helps me to remember that piece. So thank you, Rob. That was beautiful, my friend. Thank you. We have way more power and influence than we realize. Way more. So let's see, my friends, who is next here. For me, I started replacing Muslim with the word Jew in the news stories and realized, yep, I hear you, Rob. Well, we are going to do our best. Right? Keep religion and politics out of our chat, right? We honor and welcome all. So that's it. But exactly, it is. That's right. So, yep. Got it. So Chris Ann, is Chris Ann here? Thought I saw her. So let me know, but I see Wanda here. She's I've been in a place of isolation lately. So outside of social media, I haven't really come in contact with others. However, those I've communicated with virtually, I've seen their beauty to encourage and support. Beautiful, Wanda. Beautiful, my friend. I see you. I hear you. I feel you right now. Hey, Wanda. My heart is singing for you right now. I just placed my hand on my heart, and as I was speaking to you, there was just this wave of warmth. I hope you're feeling that, my friend. I'm sending this to you. Sending this to you, my friend Wanda. We love you. Thank you, Nora. Nora says, my body was my indication that what I thought was a lie was true, that I was sexually abused. My body violently reacted to anything dealing with sexual abuse. That was my beginning. I hear you, Nora. Thank you so much for sharing that. Right? Thank you for sharing that. Right? And we've talked about that in our mindfulness class. A few of you have been through my mindfulness class, right? Is that perspective, right? Like black or white, either or, the opposites. Humans, and especially trauma, right? We go into black or white, either or, good, bad. So really have to be mindful of that kind of thinking, right? So yes, 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 yes. So thank you, Nora, for sharing that. I really appreciate that. Really appreciate that. I hope you're feeling the love here, my friend Wanda. Yep, exactly. Yep. I hear you, right? Who else can relate? She says, I thought I was making it all up. Me too, right? For so long. This was just a dream. I'm just making it up. But why is my body responding so intensely to something that's happening, right? And that's part of the healing journey, is to make sense of it. That's really the journey. We are finding the meaning in our hurt, in our stories, in our lives, in our relationships, in what we are seeing and hearing and feeling. And the truth is that no one can make meaning out of it but you. It's your meaning, right? Because you're taking in all of this through all your senses and then taking it in through your filters, which is, right, the hearts or the hurt, right? And with that, we're sorting through a lot of information. Yes, exactly. Yes, yes, you have, my friend Nora. And I hear you, Lori. I hear you, right? And that's where we have to be careful. We have to be mindful. I got it, Lori, right? Is that what other people say is really none of our business. They're talking about coming out from their experience, from their perspective, right? And we can choose to, I don't have to take it in. I can listen, I can be loving and kind and respectful, but I can say, hey, I appreciate your perspective, I appreciate your point of view. Thank you for sharing. End of discussion, right? I'm not gonna go defend or go play ping pong, right? So we can go into all kinds of rabbit holes here. So thank you. I wanted to share here, Sue shared with us, I've only met one person today, my next door neighbor, Yvonne. She is someone who in the past discounted herself and was not valued by others. And I've watched her blossom as she's discovered her talents and her abilities that she didn't realize she had. And I began to care for and began to care for and value herself in a new way. And she has a childlike cheerfulness and confidence and a joy for living. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. I can see, right, how like she is probably a delight to be with and to be around, right? Easygoing. That makes sense, Sue. Right? Loving that. Yep. Yes. She goes on to say, but what makes her beautiful is her, aw, that's very sweet of you, Sue. I'm so glad you did. I'm sure that really moved her heart. That was very sweet of you. Sue says here, but what makes her beautiful is her ability to make everyone she meets feel special. She treats each person with care and respect and will listen carefully to what they are trying to say. Despite various disabilities, she is actively involved with the community and her heart is always for the good of others. And she has loved and supported me, even at times when she really didn't understand what was going on for me at all. We cook and share a meal most days, and I feel privileged to share part of my life with her. Aw, this was beautiful. Loved it. Loved it. Well, Sue, we'll send you home with an extra heart for Yvonne. We'll send you home from Texas with an extra heart for Yvonne. That is very, very sweet. Just warms my heart to know. Exactly. That is a true friend. Exactly. She's there for you no matter what. She doesn't turn away from you, right? Doesn't turn away. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. So I don't see LD here. LD, are you here? Sounds like she ran into a lovely person today too. So I think I got everybody. Please help me, guys, if I missed somebody because there was a long thread in here. I don't see anybody else. Please let me know, guys, if I'm missing somebody. But what a beautiful, beautiful share. Nora says, I feel so much love in the beautiful women that I'm in community with. I could not just pick one. I hear you. I hear you, Nora, right? I hear you. Let's see. Yep, exactly. Having sweet friends like that is so important. Yep, yep. And, you know, I shared some love today too, right? My hubby, we spent a lot of time together. He is my best friend and, you know, he is runs his own business and, you know, things have been really stressful for him lately. So we went and had a late lunch together and I just sat and held his hand and just sent him love, right? And just celebrated him and told him how much I appreciate him and I see how hard he's working and how hard he wants things to work out. And so I know he felt much, much better as a result of it. So I make it my job to give, you know, freely the love that I never got for so, so long. And I know my hubby tried so hard in the beginning to give me love. And I was like, wait a minute, I want it, but I don't want it. I want it, but I don't trust it, right? It was that dance. Yep. Yes. Yes. Right? I don't just talk about it, my friends. It is, and you know me, right? I usually carry like a few of these in my purse. So when I'm out and about, and actually what's been very sweet lately that my husband, I've given him, I kind of stick these in his pockets sometimes, in his pocket of his jacket and stuff when he, you know, he doesn't see it. So he'll find them in random places. Yes. And so, yeah, I carry these and I hand them out to like at the restaurants, you know, as we write our receipt with a tip, I will often leave, a heart if I feel a really special connection or can feel that this person would be moved or needs some, some extra love. So I'm always looking for ways, because it is so easy, my friends, to share love with the world, just with a smile, a little bit of kindness. We have no idea how, what an impact that can make on someone's life or someone's day. So I hear you. And of course, today we've seen this card before. I drew a card for us. And I think it's so appropriate to our conversation, as it always is. So, and that was on my list today. I'm bringing these cards with me. So, one day she woke up and understood everything is a gift, and so is she. Aw, Nora, you're so sweet, my friend. So remember, my friends, you are the gift. And when you love the gift, when you love and celebrate the gift, oh my gosh, you are a force for good. And part of, being the gift, right, is the gift of giving and also the gift of receiving. Because when we receive gifts from others, right, we are honoring the giver. We're honoring the person that's giving to us. There's nothing as frustrating when you give something and the person doesn't acknowledge or doesn't receive it, or discredits it, or no, you shouldn't have, or don't do that. Or, I know it's hard, my friends. I have done that too. But it is, by receiving it, you are honoring the person in front of you and their, love and what they are wanting to share with you. So when we say, when we discredit or minimize, so I say, get comfortable with receiving. And I know it's hard because we have to open our hearts to receive and risk being vulnerable. And there's maybe a part in here that doesn't trust. Okay, what's the catch? If I receive, what do I have to give, right? So, but it's a good place to practice with safe friends. And certainly this space in our group has been a beautiful way. I can see, right, the more and more you guys are giving love and support and encouragement, and you guys are seeing, that's it. Don't need anything else, right? It's freely given and wholeheartedly and generously and, genuine, really, really genuine. I hear you, Nora, right? It's easy to give love, but difficult to receive. Yes. Hey, Donna. Hey, friend. I suspected you were listening. Glad you're here. Glad you're here. So that's it for today, my friends. So glad that you guys shared your beautiful exchanges today with us. And I hope that this message carries you on through the week. Right, to remember, okay, I'm the gift. How can I give? What can I give? And giving love and kindness and a smile and a gesture of hello, I see you, I hear you. Thank you for helping me. Thank you for whatever the person in front of you, is happening. It is free. And usually it creates a ripple. It creates a ripple. So, all right, my sweet friends, thank you so much for today. Thank you for being here and beautiful, beautiful sharing. Yes, the countdown is on officially. I know we've been counting down for weeks and months, right? It's hard to believe we're going to be together very, very, very soon. And again, love you too, Lori. Love you too, my friend. So just a reminder. Okay. All right. Thanks for the heads up. So remind everybody, please give me a thumbs up over here on YouTube if this conversation was helpful to you and inspired you. Always, I love comments below. If you have an insight that you think might inspire somebody else that is maybe browsing through our videos and looking for support. Thank you, Sue. Thank you. Yes, happy Easter weekend, Nora. And to my friends on Periscope, thank you so much for being here and for sharing the message. And of course, the hearts are greatly appreciated. And also the growing support that I'm getting over on my Patreon account. I have 6 people now that are supporting me, donating money every month to help me reach more people. I can see sooner than later, maybe by the time I get back from Texas, I'm going to be hiring some help to help me with editing some YouTube videos, because I have lots of content that I'd love to get out the door and up on my YouTube channel. I just can't do it all. I've had to admit I can't do it all. So I'm grateful for all the help. All right, my friends, that's it. I'll see you back here on Thursday, whoever can. Until then, have a beautiful rest of the evening, and I'll see you in a couple of days. You too, my friend.